I like dive bars. I like dirty dive bars. If it's too clean and prestige, it's not for me. Typically, people aren't going to judge you in a dive bar. You know, you go into a fancy schmancy place downtown at the gas lamp, everybody's all dressed to the nines, overdressed in my opinion, you know, fake, 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 fake. You know, it's like I like to say when the rain comes and washes off whatever I have on, it's not going to be that much of a surprise. You know, I don't want it to be that much of a surprise if I was underneath. So I just try to be real. And, you know, I don't like going in there and like, oh, look at her. She's wearing like jeans and cowboy boots. I want to go to a place where I feel good wearing jeans and cowboy boots, play some pinball, shoot some darts, you know, talk to some truckers maybe. Maybe that's more in Indiana because there's not many truckers out here. But, you know, just real people. And you get a lot of different people that come through dive bars, you know. But also, I don't feel the need to be perfect. You know, like, is somebody, like, you know, checking me out, like, making sure, like, does she belong here? Everybody belongs in a dive bar. You know, there's no, sure you do. Walk in there, take a seat, just don't be a douche, you know? You know, be nice to your bartender, tip them well, you'll be doing fine. But I really, a lot of times, whenever I'd find myself, like, anxious or, you know, if I was just like, oh, what do I do, what do I do? I would go to a bar by myself, put in my headphones and write my journal, and I feel this energy around me, and it's so much better than just sitting at my house sometimes. Sometimes, you know, well, of course, I'm not gonna play guitar in the dive bar out the bar, you know, that might not be something they like to do, or like to hear, but I like the different types of people you meet and that you talk to at the bar, you know, the old regulars, you know, like I was called an old regular once, and I was like, wow, buy an old regular. You know, I say old regular, I don't mean like necessarily age, I just mean like the people that are there every day, you know. Oh, I'm busted. But actually that was only when I lived 3 blocks away from one, and it was, you know, I just trying to get out and get inspired, and I did, and I really got my pinball game back up to speed. So I want a pinball machine. There's not one around here. No, I like talking to the bartenders. I like just hearing stories, you know. People at the bar will pour their heart out to you as a stranger, where they might not be able to pour their heart out to their best friend. And you hear these stories, and you have like moments of camaraderie, and maybe you see like fights or whatnot. And I don't see many of those. I don't like fights. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm like, everybody calm down, love each other. And then I will get beat up if I say that. But luckily that hasn't happened yet. I've managed to save my own skin. But I like it. I like it when there's dust on the neon lights. I like it when the pool table's a little scuffed up. I like it when there's a little bit of a musty odor. You know, it just feels like home to me. You gotta be smart about their dive bars, though. There are people you might not want to talk to. There are people that might not want to be talked to. And you kind of have to feel that out, because you could very easily find yourself getting into a little trouble, making somebody mad. So I mind my own business. I don't stare. You know, I you know, try to present an open, you know, like energy, you know, where I'm not closed off or trying to think, or that I'm all about myself or something, you know, because people can get a little, you know, they think you got an air about yourself. Never like that, but you know, but it is fun. I mean, once they realize that you're just in there to have a good time, kick back, no judgment. I don't judge. You know, I don't want to be judged, and I don't want people to, I don't want to judge people. So that's my philosophy. It's like, I'm not going to, I got so many things I could be judged on. I'm not going to sit here and spend my time judging somebody for anything that's done that you see in one moment and 1 second of time. We all go through cycles in life, and we're all going to do something stupid sooner or later, and we're going to do it again and again and again. We might have wider gaps in between, might not be the same thing, but you know it. Even the places I hated, I would go to the gas lamp right now, one of those places I just told you I would hate to go to, just to, you know, have that experience again of being at the bar and people watching, and I wouldn't want to stay there long. But maybe it wouldn't be so bad now. Maybe people have a different perspective, different angle at things. But I don't know how things are going to pan out in the future. It's kind of strange. I mean, how is a live show going to look now? Is the band going to have to be 6 feet apart? Because, you know, there's stages that just won't allow that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, I'm puzzled. I'm trying not to dwell on it too much because it's out of my control. And so I just have to see what happens. But I'm just trying to stay positive. And I have a small network of people that I've been communicating with, that, you know, we see each other in person. If I didn't have that, I don't know what I'd do. Because, you know, when you are by yourself in this environment, it's, you can't do that and stay sane, period. And, you know, if people are going to be like, ow, that COVID, go ahead. Go ahead and say that. I wear my mask, I do whatever, but I need it. I need it badly. And luckily I have some people here in the apartment complex that, you know, we're already circling around together anyway, so I don't go far. Luckily, don't spend too much on gas, but if I didn't have that, oh gosh, I don't know what I'd do. And I love these live streams, but I want to be in the living room. I don't want to be on the other end of the computer. You know, it's just like, it's kind of killing me. I'm like, come on, let's get to the house party, let's get to the bar, venue, whatever. I just want to see you play. I want to see you in person and see this, you know. Yeah, I miss that. I'm so sad. Maybe we'll see more people going out to live shows, because in San Diego, I know there's some, you know, popular bands that are here for a minute, there for a minute, and they get a lot of attraction, perhaps. I don't know about how regular that is. I don't know how sustaining that is, but I just feel like there's not a lot of people that just go out to venues because they know that there's a cool band that's going to be there, even if they don't know what the band is. And I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. Well, I love San Diego. I've had some really great times musically, great times. I've had some interesting struggles. It's like, why don't they get me? But, you know, it's a process of, you know, going through, you know, discovery, self-discovery, finding who you are, finding out, you know, what's best for you. I'm not sure what's going to happen once we get back to the live, you know, live music world. I'm interested to find out, because I think there could be a little bit of change for the positive. But I've been to other cities where there's more of a draw to see live music. But from what I've heard, when I ask other people about what their opinion is on that, and this does make sense, you know, San Diego is this beautiful outdoorsy place. So people are outdoors all day, they're surfing, they're doing activities, and then they don't go to see live music because, you know, they've been out. That was one theory. Not that nobody does, but I played a lot of shows where I'm like, well, why isn't anybody here? I'm like singing my heart out. But I mean, no woe is me, because I think all musicians have gone through that at some point. I've also played the really cool gigs where it's packed and like people are actually paying attention, and you're like, yes! And then you're like, okay, this is how it's gonna be every night. And then as soon as you go and do your next show, you're amped, and then you're like, 2 people that aren't even listening, oh, they work here. You know, it's like, it's a humbling life, right? So, I don't know. I don't want to say it's just San Diego music scene, but for the type of music that I have traditionally played, which is kind of like alt country, and not being all the time with a band, I think some people were just like, yawn. I don't want to go see a singer-songwriter play with a guitar player. And I'm thinking to myself, but why not? It's cool. I'd want to, but I can't go see myself. And not that, you know, that would be weird anyway, because I'd be critiquing myself horribly. I'm my worst critic. But I think what I'm trying to say in a really roundabout fashion is there's been hard times and good times. Our most, you know, my most fun shows were probably with the Black Sands, you know, and those are rock shows, and that was awesome. I liked, you know, kind of dancing around, throwing my head around. I had a lot of neck problems the next day, but it was always worth it. Always worth it. That was really fun. Favorite show was playing the Casbah for the first time. It was sold out. And we were opening for, I think it was Jesse LaMonica for a CD release. And I was like, wow, I love going to see shows there. So for me, it was really exciting to be on the other end and be on stage. And it was like, how is this possible? Like, you know, this is cool. But I don't know. That's the best. I mean, I'll be honest. I want a packed house, and I want everybody looking and loving everything they're hearing. And, you know, that's not always going to happen. We did 4 awesome albums, and we're nominated every year. And every year we lost, but that's okay. It's all about the nomination. And so whenever, you know, I was kind of getting used to like that, and it was like fun. I mean, it's fun to go to the show and just mingle with the, you know, other musicians. I was at the Black Sands, or the Humphreys, whenever Black Sands was up for nomination that year. And I was thinking, oh, there's a band playing. I got time for a drink. I go up to get a drink, and for whatever reason, under the awning, you could not really hear that the band had stopped playing, and they were announcing my category. I missed the whole thing. And it's probably for the best, because I would not have been prepared. I was just shocked. Somebody came up and said, hey, you just won. I was like, what? I missed it. So I was like, darn. But hey, it's fate. But I somehow managed to keep the award on my shelf. So, but it's all for all the band. They're welcome to come and observe it anytime. I mean, you know, I don't want to be selfish, but I really like it on my shelf for some reason. But that was really exciting, and I was so happy that that was recognized, because Al Howard, we got together with him to work on that, and the musicians that were brought in were phenomenal. I mean, Dave Lowy working with Tim Felton. Oh my gosh, you know, Jenny on drums. I remember recording my tracks in Tim Felton's closet in the summertime, and we had to like only go so long before I would pass out, because I was sweating so profusely, because there was no ventilation, and it was like, I don't know, like it was maybe like, well, in the closet, it was like probably, I felt like over 100 degrees, and I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that, but what we do for what we love. And of course I had to have a little bit of whiskey, so I'm already like just dehydrated, but whiskey, you know, the calming aspect of the whiskey. You know, you meet somebody in the music, you know, community here in San Diego, and even if you don't know them, chances are you know somebody, the same person. You know, I literally, when I bought the accordion, and I bought it from my new friend Andrew Roper, who's in the band Fissum. It's a heavy metal band. We just started talking, and we knew the same people, and one thing led to another. He was listening to some music, he says, and he's heavy metal, which I thought was awesome, because I actually have some things I wrote out that, you know, maybe might want to, you know, write and sing over. And so I'm like, sure. I was really like impressed. I loved what he sent over. I thought of something, I felt it immediately, and I was like, here we go, boom. And he liked it too, and I was like, cool. And then we've done another one, and you know, we both like that. And it's like, okay, 3 more. We have like 5-song mini set, you know, so it's just fun, and offer up. You know, and just that's just a great example of that small community. It's like, and he's playing in a band and living in a house with a bunch of other musicians that in 2003 actually played with Podunk Nowhere for, you know, a couple songs in the studio. So it's like, it's just a small world. My friends have been the biggest support system, and a lot of new friends that I didn't have well, no, I had met most of these friends pre-COVID, but my friends, my bandmate Nate, I like actually just writing with him and seeing him excited about a song. I was like, yeah, about time. You know, I'm just joking, because actually I know he's excited about a lot of songs, just maybe not all the Podunk Nowhere stuff. But maybe so. I don't know. I don't want to definitely say no, but no, this is really cool to like get excited together and be like, hey, this is cool. All right, let's do this. And just that actually has been awesome because we've been doing one after the other, to the point where the other day sent over something. I was like, gosh, okay, I keep wanting to sing it like the same melody, and I gotta step back and get myself out of this like. And not even the same melody, it just was sounding similar to me, and I was like, I gotta go different, I gotta go here, I gotta go there. I love it though, and he's so cool to see it work. And like his home studio, all his toys and like things that he makes, like literal toys. Like I love how he has dinosaurs because I love dinosaurs. He's got little toy dinosaurs up there, and I think I saw some Stranger Things. I don't know, Ghostbusters. I have like toys here, Care Bears, Kermit, Stranger Things, flamingos. I like how that environment is just like a creative environment, and he's just really cool to get to draw inspiration from it too. Like his bands that he plays in and the things that he does as a composer. It's like it spans the gamut, and it's so awesome. I love that that he can do so many different things. Well, I'm not comparing myself to anybody anymore. I'm finding out like, what do I want to say? How do I want to say it? And I'm okay if it's not perfect. In fact, I don't want it to be, because I'm not perfect. I'm flawed. I like it when there's a little bit of, warble in the voice at the right time, in the right moment. One of my things is if I go into a studio with somebody new I'm working with, no autotune. No autotune. Take that off. Disable. I just want real, and I'm finally starting to figure out what that is, and I'm okay with it. I've also learned how to forgive myself for being stupid. Or you think you're being stupid. Really, what I found also is most of the time people don't even remember what you think, or they didn't see it that way. They didn't see it in that perspective. And I'm okay with the fact that I wear dirty cowboy boots, and I like dirty cowboy boots the best, by the way. Jeans and T-shirts, Some people, they like the girls in the little prissy dresses and all the makeup. Well, that's fine, but that's not me, and I'm so comfortable with who I am in that regard. I like boots and jeans and tees and occasional dress with boots preferably, but I just know who I am more so than ever, and I've got a lot more self-discovery to go as well, but I'm finding out that being human is weird and difficult, to do it in a manner that you're not always ruminating on how bad you feel about, or depressed you feel. We're our worst critic, and primarily with artists, it doesn't matter what kind of art you do or what platform you do it in, you just have a hard time with that. And if you have a show and you're pumping it up and you're like, everybody come see me, it's hard. You get all those phone calls. I would get phone calls the day of the show. I'm sorry I can't make it tonight. It would kill me. Like I get like 6, and I'd be like, can you just tell me tomorrow that I can make it? It's like another one, and I would get bummed about that. Now I just don't answer the freaking phone. And hopefully they don't text. I will try not to look. I don't do the previews. It's like just now sometimes I have to, but I just feel more comfortable in my own boots. Well, my advice for musicians, I would have to say, because I'm not sure I can advise anybody else very well. But my advice for musicians and artists in general is just use this time to, write songs, write lyrics, write a book, write a screenplay, draw a picture, paint a picture, and be real. Let it speak your truth. And truth is not always pretty. Truth is raw, truth is gritty, and truth is also beautiful art. And that's what I say, just be real. Look over that, make sure you're not doing any cliche stuff. And you'll know it's cliche because it's sterile, boring. When it's real, it's real. You'll know. Do that. Get into your heart. Dig deeper. Don't make it okay. Make it awesome. And that's because we do have this time, and it will help also. It will help get you through the hard times of isolation. And gosh, single people out there at this time, oh my Lord. It's just not a good time, not a good time. So just take this time to dive into your art and dive into a book maybe and that you haven't read, and get inspired by reading a book or watching an awesome movie. I also love movies, like cinematography, Quentin Tarantino, just old movies that are good. I love that. I will sometimes get inspired and write a song from a movie or a book. I was in a book club actually that I was doing that with, and that was really cool. It could be virtual, but just take this time to go dive into your art, because what else? We're trapped, I mean, we're getting out a little bit now, but it's weird times, Write about it, draw it, let's see it. I want to see it. I want to hear it. that would be my advice, and it will help. And then we'll get to see your cool art when it's done. So you better get ready. The